There are two times people brush their teeth in the morning, before breakfast or after, and one of them quietly damages your enamel. The other actually protects your teeth for the entire day, and almost everyone is doing the wrong one, every single morning. So the real question is, should you brush your teeth before breakfast or after? Let's find out. This might sound like a small detail. I mean, brushing is brushing, right? But as a dentist, I can tell you this. Timing matters more than most people realize. Because brushing at the wrong time doesn't just do nothing. It can actually speed up enamel wear, increase sensitivity, and make your teeth more vulnerable over time. And the tricky part is this. The habit that causes damage feels healthy. It feels clean, it feels responsible, which is why so many people do it for years without realizing the serious damage it's creating. Let me paint you a picture that probably feels familiar. You wake up, you're half asleep, you brush your teeth. Then you have breakfast, maybe coffee, orange juice, fruit, cereal or yogurt. Or you eat first, then brush right after because you want your mouth to feel clean. Both of these routines are very common, and both feel logical. But biologically, they are far from equal. To understand why timing matters, we need to talk about enamel. And I'll keep this simple. Enamel is the hardest substance in your body, but it has one major weakness: acid. When your mouth becomes acidic enough, enamel starts to soften and dissolve. But here's something most people don't realize: that acid doesn't only come from acidic foods. Things like juice, coffee, fruit, and soda are acidic on their own. But sugar and starch matter just as much. And here's why. When you eat foods that contain sugar or starch, like cereal, bread, toast, pasta, or sugary drinks, bacteria in your mouth start breaking them down. And as they're breaking down the sugar and starches, they produce acid on your tooth surface. This is called acid attack. And fun fact, that's the same exact process that causes cavities. That acid attack can soften enamel for 30 to 60 minutes, which is exactly why people who brush at the wrong time slowly develop sensitivity without realizing why. So what you do during that window matters a lot. Now let's start with the most common habit: brushing after breakfast. This is what a lot of people do. They eat, they drink coffee or juice, and then they brush right away. The intention is good, but here's the problem. Right after breakfast, your enamel is softened by acid, as we learned earlier. And brushing at that moment is like wiping warm butter instead of cold butter. When it's soft, it breaks down easily, even with light pressure. And with enamel, you don't see the damage right away, but it adds up over time. And this can lead to enamel thinning, increased sensitivity, exposed root surfaces, and that sharp electric pain with cold air or water. Now, to be clear, brushing after breakfast is not forbidden, but if you do it, you should wait at least 30 to 60 minutes so your saliva can neutralize acids and harden the enamel again. But most people don't wait, and that's where the problem starts. Now let's look at the other option, brushing before breakfast. This one surprises people. When you brush before breakfast, you remove plaque and bacteria that build up overnight. You reduce how much acid bacteria can produce when you eat your breakfast. And if you use fluoride toothpaste, you actually strengthen enamel before acid exposure. In other words, you're putting a protective shield on your teeth before they face coffee, juice, or food. For most people, this is the safest and most enamel-friendly option. And here's a bonus most people don't expect. Your mouth still feels clean after breakfast because the bacterial load was already lower before you even started your breakfast. But there's one big problem when it comes to brushing before breakfast. A lot of people say, myself included, I hate how coffee or my breakfast tastes after brushing with toothpaste. If you can relate to that problem, I have a solution for you. You can brush before breakfast without toothpaste if you want. That's something I personally do myself. Brushing with just water still removes plaque and cleans the teeth, and it avoids that toothpaste taste if you want to enjoy your morning coffee. So for most people, brushing before breakfast is the safer choice. It removes plaque first, it reduces acid attacks from bacteria, and it protects enamel before it's exposed to acids. But if you prefer brushing after breakfast, that's okay. Just remember to wait at least half an hour before brushing. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Even if you brush at the right time, brushing the wrong way can still damage your teeth. In this next video, I break down the most common brushing mistakes that directly cause gum recession, enamel wear, and tooth sensitivity, even in people who brush every day. If you want to protect your teeth long term, watch that next. And I'll see you there.